It's time for whoops. This week's wins. That's right. This week's wins. What? This week's wins. That's right. This week's wins. Hey, this week's wins. It's a happy week. Because guess what? I cashed. So that must mean that you cashed. Okay? Because I gave out a parlay. And we'll get to that. Well, let's start small. We started early with a little Myron Santos. I gave out the Myron Santos pick. He is our one more round fighter. If you want to go back and watch, we have our fighter spotlight on Myron Santos after he won tough. So go check that out. It's actually our least watched fighter spotlight. So if you guys could go show that some love, that would be great. But anyways, Myron Santos got us the win. And I didn't bet hard on it. I bet a little small, but I did bet. And I only bet on one app because DraftKings was being a little bitch to me that night. So yeah, I threw a little Myron Santos, $15 on Myron Santos points at plus 135. It brought back some bread. Nice little 35 piece. We ain't mad at it. We're happy, very happy with it, you know. And then we moved on up the card, you know. We lost on Santos, but we won on Myron Santos. So then we had Carlos Leal Morono. We took Carlos Leal decision. He ended up getting the KO, losing there. Nobody predicted Fajeda's submission, so just ignore that. Then we got Joshua Van, Ray Cerrulla, and I decided to take both guys by decision. I took Ray Cerrulla by decision, Joshua Van by decision. And Joshua Van ended up cashing. Definitely at a lower clip because Ray Cerrulla points was, I believe, 245, plus 245, maybe plus 285. And Joshua Van points was plus 185. So I was very much hoping that the Ray Cerrulla hit, but shout out to Joshua Van because he still brought some bread back, and we ain't mad at it. It covered our loss on the Ray Cerrulla points bet, so whatever. It was still positive. Every positive bet we like to show, so I don't care. And for anybody that was listening, we got to the main card. I had Hoofy decision. He got the KO. I was happy for him, but we lost money there. We also had Lucindo decision. We got screwed there as well. Didn't go our way. We had Bahamondes KO or decision. He ended up subbing him. Didn't go our way. All right. So it was feeling like a bad night. It really was. It was feeling like a bad night. It was feeling like we were going to take our L's. But then I remembered that I had my money line Gagey bets out. And I had my Gagey parlays out. And I had my parlay that had just cashed. So I was feeling all right. But to anyone that was going to listen, I was like, early in the week, I was like, yo, take your money. Throw it on Gagey. Throw it on Gagey now. He's plus money. I don't know how much longer he's going to stay plus money. And I had 50 on Gagey, and I cashed it at plus 106 because I wanted to use it on other shit that night because I knew Gagey was going to win, and his odds had inflated. In the week. So I lost $11 there. Big whoop. Okay? You know why? I don't care? Because I threw the Gagey money line on both apps. I got him at plus 114 on DraftKings. I got him at plus 130 on FanDuel. Okay? Now that $11, skim that 15 off the top right there. Skim that 7 off the top there. Cover that $11 loss. All right? Who cares? Whatever. All right? We still made money. Shout out to Justin Gagey for making us some easy bread there. Least sweaty bet of my life. I was so happy to see that. I was like, oh, Gagey, money line? Yo, give me that. Plus money. Are you guys fucking crazy? You guys crazy? Give me that. And yes, all week I said he was going to win by decision. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to ride or die. I'm going to ride or die. So I had to do it. I had to throw a little bit on that too. Brought back almost another 100. What is that, like 60 something? Almost 70. Just had to bring back a little something on that. I wish I bet more on that, really. I don't think I had that much left in the DraftKings app. I cashed out most of my winnings from the parlay. And yeah, I cashed that out. But this is a bet that could have been. This is so, as you know, a couple fights fell off the card. The Chris Gutierrez fight fell off the card. The Curtis Blades fight fell off the card. This was my original one more round parlay. It was going to be a three-legger: Chris Gutierrez, Myron Santos, Carlos Leal. And I had to call an audible last minute. It was now 2:00. Luke had just texted me. He's like, yo, 2 fights fell off the card. I'm like, oh no, which ones? He's like, Gutierrez. I'm like, no, my parlay. But luckily, I didn't put it in yet. I usually just place them so I can make the graphics, and then I put them in right before the event starts because that's when I get the best odds for me. So I didn't put them in yet. So this is what I gave you, motherfuckers. I gave you Myron Santos, Carlos Leal. I threw in Ruffy in there, and then I went over 2.5 in Joshua Van and Ray Saruya. Guess what, motherfuckers? Hello, motherfucker. It cashed. That's right. It motherfucking cashed right here. God, right hand's too much? No, left hand's too much. There we go. It cashed right motherfucking here. Plus 199. You're welcome if you tailed. You're welcome if you're tailed. Oh, you want to see what I put on it? I went a little smaller this week. Normally, I'm a hundo guy. I go full unit. I went half unit this week. And as you guys know, I actually forgot to put it on DK if you were watching the stream because I'm a dumbass. There was a lot of stuff happening, man. Stuff changed. I thought I did put it on DraftKings already because I made the graphic, but I guess I didn't. And I only put it on FanDuel, but it's okay. So we had a small piece on DraftKings and a big piece on FanDuel. And I used the boost on FanDuel, so I got a plus 281. So I got it even better. I was very happy to see that. But yes, the parlay motherfucking cashed. Let's go, baby. I'm glad to see greens. We all love to see greens, baby. We all love to see greens. Greens are what make the world go round. Let's go. Glad to see it. Thank you to all that tailed. Thank you to all that won. Appreciate you. Don't forget to send your wins in. And I did have another parlay that cashed early in the night. I had a Myron Santos, Bahamondes, just engaging Alex Bejeda. After Alex Bejeda got dropped in round 2, I cashed out immediately. Turned out to be the best case scenario because if I hadn't cashed out, this cash out wouldn't have been as sweet. And before the fight started, I could have cashed out at 130. So it only dropped $10 after he dropped him in round 2 because Bejeda had won round 1. So I wasn't too worried. Ended up working out. It was a good week. I'm happy. Another successful iteration of this week's wins. Thank you to all that played. Appreciate y'all.